What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another session of Build, Break, and Fix, and which is brought to you by the Raw Coders. Yes, that is us. So, yeah. Hope you all had a brilliant weekend, and it's still ongoing because it's a Sunday night over here. And yeah, let's do the honors for the acknowledgement of the country, and then we can begin to give a bit of an overview of what are we going to be doing today. Right, so here goes. I begin today by acknowledging the traditional custodians of the land on which we gather today, and pay my respects to the elders past, present, and future. I extend that respect to Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people here today. All right, guys, that was brilliant. And yeah, you might be observing that Tori, the other rule coder, isn't here yet. So he is uh, about to turn up. He just messaged me, so he won't be too long at all, which would be really good. And yeah, so what basically we've been working on is creating an enhanced version of an open source project called Scrambler, and basically which is a Kanban board. So I'll just quickly go through what is that, and you might be able to understand the overview of it. So I'll share my screen really quick. Create tab and okay. So, so yeah, I wanted to open a new tab and then share that with you. Is that all right? Let's do that. Cool. So we do this, share screen, and there you go. That's our tab over here. Cool, brilliant. So what are we gonna be doing is I'll be sharing the existing one with you, as in the open source project that we are trying to create a enhanced version of, which is basically this. Yeah, so I'll just go to the existing GitHub repo and take you through the about the README page. So Shell is a web-based simulation of physical agile Kanban board that supports real-time collaboration. So it's basically a Kanban board, uh, and you can say that it's got, say, to do, started. Um, yeah, you can name all the columns and just basically paste sticky notes in there, depending on what you want to discuss, decide, or etc. etc. So it's essentially a whiteboard, but with columns and sticky notes in terms of an electronically. All right, so I really hope that makes sense. Yeah, so and now that's done. So what we're doing is adding persistent storage to that because it is existingly that isn't in there. So what happens that whenever a new board is created, then this it's only saved in cache, which means that when the server is down, everything goes. Yeah. So it's got temporary storage, for example, if you want to say that. All right. And so what we are doing and is creating, adding a persistent storage to the project. So all the data is saved in DynamoDB, and the users will be able to update the data, delete right. So the admin only of the board who has actually created it, he will be able to save the board and the notes, and then get all of them when he wants to. So which basically can happen anytime, and we are also integrating this into AWS platform, and along with AWS WebSocket. Yeah. So yes, that is the plan for this entire project, and what the work has already been done. Oh, here's my co-host.
Hey, sorry. I'm a
Hello.
little wet. I'm
That's
a
all
wet.
right. Good to have you.
Yeah, I got caught in a bit of rain.
Oh, how you feeling though now? Are you
Wet.
are you a bit dry?
Feeling
Oh,
wet.
okay. Right. Yeah, right. I see.
How are you, man?
Yeah.
How's it going?
I'm very well. Yeah, just got started. Gave a bit of a overview of the project, as in what we're building and how we are enhancing the existing open source project, and how we are doing that, and what are we going to be doing today. Yeah,
Oh, cool, cool, cool. I see. I see.
fantastic.
I see. There's a comment in the chat about your amazing house.
Yeah, so I actually bought it say a week ago, and yeah, I was like, okay, I need a new home, so this is my new home now. And yeah,
Hey, Gek
there's a
Dev.
welcome, Gagdem, good to have you. And yes, Bill Rio
Bill
Citrus.
Rayos. Bill Ray Citrus. Bill Ray Citrus.
Bill Ray still sit. Oh, okay, yeah. We
Took me a
really hope
second.
that we pronouncing it correctly. But yeah, there is a
Billy
piano
Rayo.
at
Oh,
the
Rayo.
back which I got from Gumtree for free.
All right.
I'm just kidding. Yeah, I'm just making stuff up now,
Found it.
guys. Sorry about that.
Found it. Found it out on the side of the road. Free sign.
Yeah, and then picked it up, brought it back, and put that in the mansion. There you go.
We call that a curb alert. We say
Huh?
curb alert in the U.S. Curb alert
Yeah.
free stuff.
Curb. Oh, okay, I see. So that's basically the stuff that's on the curb, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Curbler. I like that. Curbler. Curbler stuff. Yeah. Cool. So yeah, uh, Tori has managed to, as in, do a bit more on the WebSocket side. Do you wanna take us through that, Tori?
Yeah, let's do it.
Fantastic.
There's a
So,
question for you.
guys, what do you think about Azure here? Du- 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 du. So, yeah, that can be implemented, but personally, I love AWS, as in, just because it's really easy to use, and I'm a lot familiar with it, and Tori as well. If we went to the Azure side of it, we would have to first, as in, start from
I'll be
scratch,
right back.
basically. Okay, cool. Why are we using WebSocket instead of HTTP requests? So, GagDev, the reason why we're using AWS WebSockets, that they actually replaced Socket IO. So the overall idea is to let multiple users interact with the board at the same time, which is why we're using WebSockets. Really hope that answers your question. All right,
Alrighty.
cool.
Share my screen.
Yes, please. That would be fantastic. Yeah, our the co-host Tori is really good in front end, so he's managed to do this stuff, which is gonna be taking us through probably within, I would say, minutes. Yeah, am I
I'm
right,
sharing
Tori?
my screen, Zane. Yeah, can
Yeah,
you
here we
can
go.
you let me on? Thanks.
Perfect.
So this is the work I did the other day for the default lambda handler.
Right. I think it may be a good idea if you, as in, maybe share what exactly you did, the overview, and then we can go on explaining the details and the technicalities of it, if that's all right.
Sure, sure. Where do you? Uh, w- what we were missing was a way for. Let me open the here. Let me demonstrate it actually.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, so if we go to the website, we go
Um,
to.
just so you know that you do know that you can also share, say, a particular tab if you don't want to share the whole screen, because
Oh, really? It doesn't give
it
me
will
that
pop.
choice. That's weird.
So if you do share, what does it bring up for you? Do you
Just
want
it
to go
just
back to
gives
your
me the
StreamYard?
it just gives
Uh,
me my monitor option.
your so does it say share and then share screen?
It allows me to choose which monitor I want to share.
But have you got, say, something saying Chrome tab?
No, just pick your monitor.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
I think I need a StreamYard account because I think I'm always entering the show as a guest.
Do you want to go back to your StreamYard and let's check it really quickly. It would just probably take 2 seconds.
What do you want me to do?
As
Stop
in,
sharing?
go back to your no. As in, go back to your StreamYard.
Like
As in,
refresh?
in the browser tab.
Okay, yeah, yeah, uh-huh.
Yeah,
And okay,
I
like
can't
this.
see it. Yes,
Okay.
yes. So if you go to stop sharing,
Okay.
okay, right. I'll show you what exactly I'm talking about. So
Oh,
say
okay.
if
I see. I see. I see. I got you. I got you. I see it now. Thanks.
okay, cool, cool,
Makes sense.
perfect.
So I can share a window. I can share a tab.
Exactly. Yeah,
All right. Sounds
because
good.
that won't invade you as in privacy on the sharing screen. It would just share the exact tab you want to be you want to be sharing.
Okay. So
Yeah.
is it working now?
Um. Yes.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm just gonna do this with um, the website, and we have PieSocket to test just sending a message. So basically, what I did was we needed a way to have two WebSocket clients connected and basically sending messages to broadcasting messages to each other. So when one client sends a message, then essentially all the other clients that are connected to AWS WebSocket, they can receive the messages. So that's it at a
Fantastic. Yeah.
high level there. Um, I need to grab the WebSocket URL, which is where? Oh, it's in the other
I'll
one.
have do you want me to have a look for you and then I can
It's
pass it
fine.
to you?
I can steal it from the dev
Okay,
tools
cool.
here. Oh,
Smart.
but you can't see my dev tools. Oh, that I don't like.
No, no, we can't. Because you're sharing a particular tab now.
I'm sharing the browser window, but here I'm gonna share my entire screen
Okay,
again,
cool.
just because I need it to share the dev tools.
Yeah, cool.
Can you let me
Um,
share again?
yep,
Thanks.
there you go.
Um, so all right, let me let me quickly be lazy and grab the where is it? It should be a network request, WebSocket, or is it just here? I think we get it here. Yeah, there it is. I should just. All right, there it is. All right, perfect. All right, so I just need this for. I need this for PySocket. All right. So if we connect this user via PySocket here, we establish the connection. And in the board, so we're on the test board on the website, right? And if you see in the console here, we are also open for business. So we're connected to the WebSocket. This is from DynamoDB, but the WebSocket is connected. This is the WebSocket.
Yeah,
WebSocket open,
that's right.
right? And now if I go back to PySocket, and we have the action, which is default, and then we can send a message, which I called it message in the Lambda. So
Mm-hmm.
attached to the event body is going to be this message and action property. All right, and we can just say hello from PySocket. And if we send this, we're not going to see anything here. Okay, we get an internal server error. Why is that? What did I do wrong?
Is it because the message is supposed to be in inverted commas?
Yeah, maybe you're right about that. There you go.
No,
So no
there you go.
error.
Yeah.
I sent two of them accidentally. So now we go back to the dev tools and we see hello from PySocket.
Hooray!
So now if I go look at that Lambda, all the logic isn't there, which basically what we're doing is when that default action is sent, we're requesting this Lambda, the default Lambda, and
Mm-hmm.
then we are, okay, let's start where this the handler. Okay, here's the handler. So we get the message from the event body. Let me make this bigger. There we go. So we get the message from the event body, right? So that's that.
Yeah.
Um, you follow?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Follow.
All right. And then if there is no message, it's going to send back a status code 418, which is, if you look that up, it's officially I'm a little teapot. I'm not joking.
I like your creativity.
All right, that's official.
Yeah.
Um, and so if there is a message, then we're going to go get the the connection IDs from DynamoDB. So
Mm-hmm.
this is our DynamoDB instance, it's doc client. So then we're
Mm-hmm.
running a scan on the WebSocket table,
Mm-hmm.
which has all those connection IDs. So we're scanning it, and then it's just returning all the items. So here, it's returning the items, and then we're just mapping over it, getting the connection IDs, and just returning the connection IDs. And then with the connection IDs, we can then, if we go back down to the function, um, then we can basically filter out the connection ID that sent this message from the request context so that we're not broadcasting the same message back to
Mm.
ourselves. So PySocket in this case. Um, and then,
Oh, right. That makes sense. Yeah.
right, because in DynamoDB, the PySocket connection ID is there, but we don't want to send a message back to ourselves in
Yeah.
most
Of
cases.
course. Yeah.
Um, and then all we're doing here is then we're just um, sending the message from PySocket, which is this message here, using the this AWS, this instance of the API Gateway Management API with our endpoint from the request context, which I guess is just the URL that you get in API Gateway for the WebSocket, the connection web URL. So that broadcasts the messages, and it just it just maps over all the connection IDs, and then it just sends them all a message using this post to connection, where you have this data property in the message, and for each connection ID, and then this is just sending it. When this is done, then we're returning a 200 status code, and everyone gets the message that has a
Okay. Yeah.
connection ID.
Ah, right. So, except the person who posted the message
Accept
themselves.
them, yeah, accept them, because they're removed from the connection IDs array that we're then
Yeah.
looping over, sending messages one at a time, basically.
Right. Yeah. That makes sense a lot. Okay, cool. So that would mean that if when you created the board and if I also open it from my side and you do a test from PySocket, would that mean we both will get that note,
If you
that
open a board,
message?
if you open a board,
Yes. So say for example you have created a board called Doggy Box.
doggy box,
Okay.
I'm familiar with that.
Yeah, so if you create that board and then you send me the URL as well, and then I open the URL on my side,
Hmm.
say you post um the I don't know, I'm a little teapot, okay, from your side, okay, would that
I like
mean
the way you
now
say it.
that, huh?
I like the way you say I'm a little teapot.
I'm a little teapot. Yeah. Oh,
Um, so if you send it, so right now on the client side, I don't think we've implemented any functionality to send messages yet. But in
oh, so that's in the back end.
yeah, this is in the Lambda. This is in
Oh,
the
right.
default Lambda.
Yeah. Right. Okay. Yeah. So that that would probably be the next stage. Yeah.
yeah, so next would be some way to send the message from the client, and
Yeah,
then
yeah,
it will hit this. It'll like you're doing the same thing in PySocket. You just need a on message, or I mean, send message
send
with the
us.
action default, and then
Yeah.
whatever
Hmm.
message you want to send, and then it'll go to the WebSocket. It'll go to API gateway, and then it will hit this. It'll spin up this lambda, and then the lambda will send broadcast the message to every connection ID that's in the
Yeah,
database.
yeah, that's absolutely right. So I guess what we would probably do as a first step is, I think it would be a, I was thinking that should we start on the next process now, or we do the merge first? As in,
Oh,
I
now
know you, and yeah, I wouldn't say we do our merge now, but we
up to
could
you.
possibly,
Yeah, up to you. Whatever you want to do. Whatever you think
because
is best.
the reason why I'm saying that we can possibly do the merge now is because you're here, and it would be good that the person who actually coded it is present,
Okay.
because I don't really wanna as in merge stuff not knowing what I'm doing at that stage, and if I'm confused, then I can straight away ask you. How about that?
Yeah, absolutely. That's a good idea.
Fantastic. But there is only one problem.
Yeah.
The title of this video is something else.
Oh,
Yeah, but yeah, that's fun. We can put I can possibly leave the merge too, as in my offline time, and if I've got any questions, I'll just text you and we can take it from there.
sure, sure.
Mm.
There's always live share.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. So I guess this is all. I mean, brilliant stuff, and we are one step closer to our actual finishing off the project, which is fantastic. What we can possibly do now is possibly work on the front end, as in wiring the both together. So, calling this lambda from the front end and just making it work from the client side. So, for example, if we post that note in the corner
Hmm.
and save it, which means that it will obviously be saved. No, sorry. Uh, create a note from the front end and put some some kind of a text. Then check if it gets updated on the other other client's side as well. Does
Okay.
that make sense?
Sure. Let's do it. Um. Oh. At some point, benef- it'll be good if you can go to the GitHub repo and set up the GitHub actions CI/CD. You need to set the secrets, and we need to figure out the pull request. Because if I work here on, I have if I want to push the changes to
Mm-hmm.
scrumbler.roarcoders.dev, then I have to work from my forked repo.
Oh, right. So, yeah, that part still needs to be done. Okay. How about if we do that part now?
Okay.
Because
Uh,
that would mean that one topic is actually done, and we
okay.
can then move on to the next topic.
Okay. I
Mhm.
don't have access to setting the secrets in the GitHub repo, so it's something you have to do.
Oh, okay. Right.
But
Right. I see.
yeah. because you're the repo creator. I don't
owner.
I don't
Yeah.
have I don't have privileges.
Okay, then. I think in that case, what we can probably do is continue for now, as in implementing the client side,
From my
and
forks.
yeah,
Okay. Okay, sounds
yeah, but
fine.
you don't really have to push it, as in push the code.
Well, I'm just lazy, so what I do is I just create something in here and then I do like a really silly thing, which is I just copy over the code into the main repo and then push the changes.
Then that's actually a smart thing to do. Yeah, which is
Well,
good,
no,
man.
the
Which is
better
good.
thing to do is just push from my fork repo to the main repo.
Well, as you know, there's always, as in more efficient
Yeah.
ways, and you're going for them
I'm just like, I
more
don't want to
efficient
open
ways.
a pull request and then
And then
and
yeah,
merge my own pull request. So just copy over whatever I create. What could go wrong?
yeah, nothing. The code is working. Is just perfect.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
and then one other thing. If you notice, I don't know if we went over this, but now, in order to on on the production site, if you want to access a board, you just write slash board, right? The path is board, and then it's this query string, board name equals whatever the board is.
Mm-hmm.
But if you do this in
Yeah.
local, because of the way we have it set up, you don't write board. You need to write index.html if you're doing
Ah, all
local
right.
development.
I see. I see. I
FYI.
see. Yeah. I think that would be a really good thing to mention in the README because it is an open source project.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah, I might need to. Mhm.
there's probably a way where if you change the file structure of the HTML where it's in a folder called board, then I think it would reflect this path to the board.
Uh-huh.
I
Right,
think that's
right.
the
I
way it
see.
worked, but I honestly I'm born into the age of SPAs, so I don't have that much experience working in like multi HTML applications that are yeah, non SPA stuff, which is kind of
That,
sad.
that we'll get there. Yeah,
I
that
think it works
basically, mhm, yeah,
like
that
that.
is a part of the plan, as in to convert it into the spa, but that will come after the first release, hopefully.
Okay. So one question I had too is
Yeah.
um, here. Do you want the this on connect? I think connects to the WebSocket.
Mm-hmm.
So this opens a WebSocket connection on the client side. Do you want this on connect to happen only on the board page, not on the home page, right?
Yeah, just on the board page.
Okay.
Yeah, because what I actually want is that the users would only be able to be connected to the WebSocket only when they open up the board itself.
Oh,
And
okay. Yeah.
yeah, the creation of the board will only be available for the admin.
Okay. Oh, okay. Interesting. All right. So then this we can actually move into a function I created so that when you connect to the home.html, it's you won't open up a WebSocket connection.
Hmm.
So I was just gonna move everything into this. All right, let me cut this. And so this is like the load board page function I made. So hopefully it makes sense. It loads whatever needs to happen inside the board page.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
What do I have here? Okay. So I have this WebSocket, send message. All right. So this can go in here. Just open the
Also,
WebSocket client. Yep.
maybe it's a maybe in the future it might be a good idea to make the code a bit more readable, as in just add kind of um extra extra lines between the statements
Yeah. It looks.
and yeah.
I think my formatter did that.
Oh,
Um,
right, I see.
and then
That's fine.
I
Yeah,
was gonna change it, and then I got lazy.
that's all right. Yeah, just in the
Yeah, it
future.
does look terrible. I agree. I did. I think I refactored this like once, but it needs to be refactored again.
All right. Yeah, that's fine, man.
So this send message. What does this do? WebSocket send message. All right. So this stuff we can. Um, I can leave this on message function actually. So I mean, whatever. I'll just refactor this in the future. But
Yeah, that's fine. No big deal at the moment. I
socket
like how you're
connection.
commenting in that. That's called modern day programming.
This is if you ever saw my other notes like this is
Yeah.
JS. This is JS docs. I don't know if you've ever used it, but I'm like used to using TypeScript now, and
Mhm.
it's the closest thing I can get to TypeScript.
Ah, right, right. I see. Yeah.
Because I can give these types um, by using JS docs, and then VS Code will interpret it, and
Mm-hmm.
it's pretty helpful.
Yeah.
Um, so the WebSocket is open, and then I don't know if this doesn't really need this. I guess this is kind of for us, but this is an on message event. So what do we want to do with the on message event? What do we want to do with the on message event, Zane?
Um. So this is for when we're gonna send the message to multiple users via WebSocket, isn't it?
This is when we receive a message back,
Oh, this is when we receive a message,
or you
right?
want to deal with that later, but I guess we
Probably. Mhm.
okay, so you want to do something on send.
On send.
Right now we'll just so this is a WebSocket event on message handler. So basic when when a message comes in, this event handler will just log out the data for now. And
Oh, so that's for the receiving
right.
message. Can you possibly name that from on message to maybe
Oh,
on
this is
message? Mhm.
this is built in.
Oh, okay, right. So
this is part of the API, but I mean, we could wrap it in its own function if you wanted.
that's fine. Not at the moment, probably. So this is basically called when the other user writes something and they send a message. This function will be called, isn't it?
Like
Yeah.
it's just an event listener.
Yeah. Yeah. Receives a message from WebSocket.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
it does.
So what I was, as in, just confirming that, say you and me are connected, and I
Mhm.
send a message from my side, uh,
This is
wherever
where I
that
would
is.
receive it. This is where I would
Ah,
receive it.
okay. Right. Right. I
Yeah.
see. Yeah. So at that's another logic.
Yep. Yeah. Don't worry about that one for now. It's crazy
Okay.
complicated.
Yeah. Yeah. Right. Okay. Um. So let's
There's
just.
a lot. There's a lot of things that will happen through that one. Sending part is well, I don't know. They're kind of the same, honestly, because like if you want to, yeah, I'm not gonna think too much about it, but
Yeah.
there's
Yeah.
probably
Yeah.
some
True.
things you want to do.
True. True. Okay then. In that case, let's just focus. Let's just leave that on message as a placeholder,
Okay.
and we can just focus on sending the
Okay.
message at the moment for multiple users. So all we basically want to send is the text on the note.
Okay. Um. So how do we get the notes? I forget. We get the
So there would be a variable that's saving the text on the note, as in on
mhm.
individual note. So we can perhaps just get the current note, as in just store the current text available.
The one that we're editing. Is that what you
Yes,
mean?
yes, yes.
The one
Uh,
that's currently being edited. Okay. Do you know how to get at that? You have
this is in still front end, isn't it? There was um
there's a I think there's like a on edit. Nope. Edit. Nope. Edit.
if you go to still front end,
Yeah.
you're on script.
Yeah. I was looking in there. I think there's a edit. Yep.
Um, right. And can you see all the functions in this?
In this file.
Yes.
What do you mean? Which function do you want to see?
That's the thing. I can't remember which function was it, but I think there was a
Post a
function,
note.
probably
Okay. So when there's like patch a note. So when the
a, a post note,
oh okay. So here
patch and
I
post
wrote
note.
this the other day. So
Yeah,
that because the post and patch wasn't working,
yeah.
and I don't know why. So I just kind of wrote it here in still front end. So
Right.
you get the is this? Let me see.
Get text from no, sorry. I think that is the one that I must be talking about.
This text for notes array. That this variable is from script.js. I think you guys added it. It's a map.
Yes, so that might
You and
be it.
Kartik, I
Yeah,
think, added this.
yeah.
So this. Let me see. Let me go back. Darn, I thought that hotkey worked. There's like a hotkey to go back where you just were, and I forgot what it was.
F12.
Uh, is it?
Uh, that's
Oh,
in
wait.
Visual Studio. So I'm
I
just
think that
guessing.
worked.
Yeah.
I think that
Okay.
worked.
Cool.
Actually, it went back to where my cursor was, which is nice.
Right. Okay.
Nice, thanks.
That's
There's
brilliant.
one to go back. Yeah, so that's great. Thank you. Um, so this this happens when you click the save button on the UI.
Hmm.
This save,
Yeah. Yeah.
and then where is this being initialized? So in here, you get the values from the data structure you guys created, which is that text notes array or text notes values or something. And so that's all the notes that have been edited or something. I can't remember, or created, something like that. And
That
then
would be probably all the text in all the notes. Yeah.
okay, and then these either get patched or post if they're new. Post is new, patch is update.
Right.
So
Right. I see.
I I don't know how, if maybe you know how to get at the currently edited card. Because if you want to say this card is being updated, or do you want to send all of the cards through the WebSocket, or do you just want to send the one card?
Okay, so the logic that we are looking at in the code right now, that's for kind of a different functionality, which is to save it in the database.
Yeah,
But
yeah, I understand. I'm just trying to find where I get at the cards. Like, where's the, like, how do I access the cards? So when we send a message from the WebSocket, do we want to send it when we save? Do we want to send it when we're editing a card? Or do we want to send it
when
when, yeah,
we basically, and that's actually a really good angle to put, as because I got confused between the two functionalities, and you kind of brought me back to the actual point.
my bad.
Um,
I'm showing you this code, which has nothing to do with the WebSocket, but I'm just kind of using it as reference. So sorry if it's confusing.
and no. I went off track because I know you're using this code to base it as in where we have all the values that are in the notes as in the text,
Yeah,
and you're trying to ask that where can we get the current value that's being edited, is it from this code or somewhere else, am I right?
that's right. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, so I finally
Should explain
understood
myself
you.
better. My bad.
I No, man, no. It's. Uh, I'm happy that we got to a point eventually, which is good. So I think that we basically,
Let me
okay. So we
let me do some
don't.
sleuthing too while you're talking.
Cool. So we don't want to do anything on the safe, as in any. We don't want to mix the interactions with the DB with the and the web sockets. So what I'm thinking that we could possibly use the variable in the script.js to pass it through this to front end, and then we can pass that through the WebSocket.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. It looks like when you so So to get at the currently edited card, it looks like when you click on it, or to edit it. Well, what did
Yeah.
I do? I broke something. What? Go away. Go away, Google Translate. It's messing with me. What? Okay, just translate it. Do your thing. I don't care. Yeah, good job.
Oh.
Okay, let me.
Ignore that maybe.
When you. Yeah, how do I. Annoying.
And I'm pretty
There we
sure
go.
you can turn the extension off on this page.
Yeah. When you click the extension. Alright, let me just refresh. Whatever. I don't know why it's doing that. I think I just clicked on it too many times.
Right, I see.
So
That's
now, wonder if there's a way. If I click away, so there's a way. Let me see if I can do this here. So there is a way. This is front end sleuthing. All right, so you can go to hover, and if I do focus, nope. All right, hover, active, target, nope. Target, nope. Focus within.
um Tori, can you possibly go to the script.js? I just want to have a look at something
Sure.
when you can.
None of this works. All right, but if you before we go there,
Yeah.
when I you watch over here what happens to this content editable. I think this
Yeah.
changes to true when I click on it.
Okay.
Does it?
Content
Yeah.
edit. Yeah. Yeah, it does.
All
It
right.
does.
And if we create another note, just like blah,
Content
sad,
forms.
then the one that's not being edited, I think will say content editable false.
Yes, correct.
So if I want to make a cheap hacky way, I can just use a query selector that basically looks at all of these notes on the board using query selector, and then
Mm-hmm.
just finds the one with the content editable true.
Content editable. Okay. And
And
then,
that should give us the card that's currently being edited. And then when we can get the text from the card, and then
yeah, yeah. And then throw it in the WebSocket.
yeah, when you click, what do you want to do when you click save, or what?
So this won't have anything to do with the
Just when
save?
it's done being edited.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, let me let me think about that.
So
There must be a listener in script.js then.
probably we can have a look, but what was on my mind is that on the latest note when we are editing it, we can check as soon as the no, that wouldn't work. That wouldn't work because my idea was to keep a track of the comment editable equals true, and
And then when it changes to false, you know it's not being edited. Is that where you're going?
yes, but that would
Gotcha.
bring up all the false ones and send them all at once then, and
Well, no,
we don't want that.
I think that could work. I think that
Okay.
could work actually, because that's what I initially thought too. The thing is, you need to know you could use, like, you need to like dispatch an event or something when that card is now, when it changes from true to false, then you would
Mhm.
like run a function or fire off some custom event or something like that, and then that would say go send this text through to the API for this card, or not the API, I mean the WebSocket. Yeah, WebSocket API,
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah. I mean, kind of the same things.
Hmm. Right. I don't know if we can solve this right now.
No, no. We don't want to rush into
Let's
it.
well let's just do it the hacky way and see if it works, and then
Yeah, why not?
we can fix it up from there.
Exactly. Yeah, let's do it that
Uh,
way then.
because I'd probably just need some extra time to look at the other existing code and see how they're doing it, and then probably base it off script.js. Um,
Yeah. Right. I see.
so for now, we can just say um, when page. Well, yeah, we need some. Actually, we do. If we do it this way, we do need to know when to add the query selector. Yeah, this isn't going to work. My bad. We need to know when it's true and then when it's not true. But the only way to know when it's true is probably by looking at script.js.
Yeah. True. Wow.
So,
Okay. Right.
well, there's actually, this is where like the debugger is helpful. So basically, we can say we can just put a breakpoint when, let's see, create card. So this is script.js. We have delete card. We have edit card. So there is the edit card. Um, data.value, data content first, data color, children
Can we
image.
use the Edicor's data value?
Yeah, let's check that out. Let's add a breakpoint and see if this hits the breakpoint. Did it hit the breakpoint? No, it didn't. That's odd.
I think we might want to restart it and then run it.
Should work right away, actually. Um, hmm.
Jack Dev's asking, have I applied for the Pizza Hut? Yeah, they need more drivers. Actually, I didn't get that, but they said that they probably need the Australian citizens. So I'm not a citizen yet, but I know many people are, and yeah, so that's why I haven't. So in short, I got rejected even by Pizza Hut.
Oh, edit text. Data item, blah, blah, blah. Update text. Okay. I wonder, though, if this was for their old WebSocket implementation that was here. Let me try this breakpoint. Huh. That's odd. All right, yeah, I'll probably have to like look through.
That's what I'm making. It's been a good progress, as in really good, and we can just come back to it tomorrow then.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'll take a look at it like later tomorrow or something when I got some time in the morning.
surely. Yeah, just when ever, that'd be really helpful. Perfect. So yeah, there's been a good progress, and yeah, we Tori managed to send the messages from the Lambda to the WebSocket, which was fantastic, and now his Tori.
We, Zane, not
Hey,
I. There's no I in team.
that's the one. So, oh, look at that hacker mode, Tori.
It's my head is so cold from the rain.
Oh,
I'm gonna get
yeah,
sick.
have a hot shower and
Yeah.
maybe a hot tea spill, and
Oh,
then
that sounds good actually. A hot
yeah,
tea.
yeah, might as well. Cool, guys. So yeah, if you want to see how we solve this problem of sending what we did on the backend between the Lambda and the WebSocket, but in this task, how we connect the client side to backend and the WebSocket. Join us tomorrow, same time, same place, and
A new task.
that's the one. All right, guys. Have a good night. And we'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you,
Cheers. Bye
everybody.
for
Thanks
now.
for joining. Have a great night. Cheers.